Now there have been some amazing pickup trucks on sale over the last few years. Some of them, you could argue, have even become iconic. And I would wager this is one of them, the Mitsubishi L200. Handsome, hard-working and hard-wearing. Almost the ultimate pickup truck. Apart from the fact that you can't buy them in the UK anymore. So what if you have one of these fine beasts, but want to change for something else? What if you don't? Just want to change anyway? What are you going to buy now? Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I suggest to you this, the Isuzu D-Max. But this particular one is no ordinary V-Cross. This is loaded with accessories, including a mountain roll top, the underrail liner, laser light bar and grille, sports bars, roof bars, side bars, a black grille, a bonnet protector, the over fender set, wireless phone charger, the LED interior upgrade and the rear bumper extensions. So let's start by comparing them out on the road. This is the Barbarian X, this is the range topper, only available as an automatic, and the engine is a little bit bigger on the Mitsubishi, but they are both the same thing. Double cab pickup, you can put a ton in the back, you can put 3.5 tons on the hitch, so they're pretty useful. Now inside, I have to say, this Barbarian X is really, really nice. I've got heated adjustable leather seats, I've got split climate control, I've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's lovely, and I have to say, on a really smooth road like this, it rides and drives really well. The only thing I would say with the L200, if you're on a bumpy country lane, it's quite a positive ride, it really is. You can tell it's got commercial underpinnings. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is, if you're coming from a car or an SUV, a bit more of an acquired taste, shall we say. The other thing as well, although you've got an amazing specification in here, you can tell that it is a commercial underneath. You have got those harder plastics. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a pickup truck, and he's quite proud of that. But you can see that a little bit in the interior finishing. Doesn't make it a bad truck though. Now it comes as no surprise that the L200 is absolutely brilliant off-road, and it's just so easy to do. Just switch between the two 4 high and low boxes on the fly. That's really easy to change between those. And then no matter where you want to go, even if that's through water, the Mitsubishi is absolutely brilliant at doing it. If you bought one of these, I can totally see why. I think they're a really good looking truck. They do everything very well, and they are fabulous off-road. Yeah, there's just nowhere this thing can't go. Out on the road in the D-Max, and there's a few things that you notice straight away. The first one of which is the cabin ambience has gone up several notches. Everything from how soft and supple the leather is, the amount of soft touch surfaces like the door card, the top of the dash, the fact the screen is now bigger than my television at home. I've still got all the stuff that that range topping Barbarian had, but you get it lower down in the D-Max range. The other thing I really noticed, and I've noticed this from the amount of model range changes I've driven of D-Maxes, is the damper rates on this truck now are so nice on road. We're now just gliding along on this road, and this to me feels like a car, like a luxury SUV, not only because of the cabin ambience, but just in the ride quality. The other thing to bear in mind as well is, this is a smaller engine, no less power, and as we'll find out in a minute, no less wonderful off-road, but it sips less fuel. The other thing to think about as well is, if you are looking to change your truck, go for a new D-Max, and as lovely as the L200 is, you're suddenly going to get 5 years warranty, 5 years roadside assistance, 12 years corrosion protection. So you're resetting all of those things that just make life a little bit more fun. Let's see what it's like off-road. Now I know what you're thinking, the Mitsubishi's got the bigger engine, it'll have more torque, more power, it's going to be the better vehicle off-road. Well, funnily enough, and maybe it's back to that softer suspension, that 1.9 in the Isuzu really pulls. It pulls like a train. I also think the steering is a little bit lighter, a little bit more responsive on the Isuzu as well. As soon as you get to these poor quality surfaces, the ride quality is amazing. So much grip. Both these vehicles have got street tyres, and I cannot get either of them stuck anywhere. So if you decided that off-road is the way to go, this is going to do everything the L200 can do, but it's going to use less fuel while it does it. It's certainly more economical. That is the beauty of the smaller engine. But the way they've mapped it, the use of the turbocharger and the intercooler, you have no disadvantage. There is nowhere that L200 can't go, that this can't go to. And I would say, particularly the steering, the power steering feel and the feedback of the D-Max is just a bit nicer, a bit smoother, particularly when you're off-road. It's a bit less bumpy and clunky. So both are brilliant, both are very good in fact, but I just think if you've not off-roaded much before, you will find this vehicle easier to drive, even if it's through a river. Well, that wasn't the hardest day at work, if I'm honest, and what I've learned today is that the Mitsubishi L200 really is a rather fine pickup truck. But I've also learned that the Isuzu D-Max might just be a tiny bit better. But don't take my word for it, go and see your local Isuzu dealer, have a test drive, and make your own mind up.